Yes, good morning, everybody. Today is the 14th day of March 2020, and the challenge we are having is a virus that's called Corona that started in China. So everyone is up and about, and in Kenya and many African countries, we have not had any cases, thank God, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He loves us, and he has really shown that yes, we are his people. We thank God for that. So we've been told to buy a lot of food, especially the dry foods, so that we can keep it in our houses, because you never know, we could be locked down just like they have locked down Italy, and many other countries may follow suit soon. And it just got me thinking about how we take life for granted, because if this corona really puts us indoors and we are stuck, the schools are closed, the homes are closed, the supermarkets are closed, the hospitals are locked, so nurses can't even go and cater for the sick. Oh, thank God for nurses, because these nurses really, they expose themselves to so much, and yet they have to be the same caregivers. And what would happen, we are always being told that this life is short, but we don't really take it literally, that life is short. So what do I recommend? I recommend that do not harbor unforgiveness in your heart. There are people who are so bitter about life. They want to hold on to grudges that have been there for so long, and they are happy to actually not forgive anybody. They are happy to with status quo. And I've also dealt with unforgiveness as a person, and I know what it means. I used to hold a lot of unforgiveness within my heart until a friend of mine recommended the Vincentian Prayer House, where I went for a weekend. You go in on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday after breakfast you check out. You don't use your phone. Your phone is off. Of course, they don't force you, but they recommend that you switch off your phone. I switched off my phone. I needed to be away on my own. I needed to be somewhere. So I did that, and it helps. So right now we are thinking corona, and what if we actually just start dying? I mean, I've never seen death so close, and this is more like it. So it's good to get it. Got me thinking, and I thought that let's all just live one day at a time, deal with unforgiveness, and don't hold any unnecessary grudges in your heart, especially as you grow older. I mean, how can you grow older? You have unforgiveness from your youth, you have unforgiveness from your childhood, you have unforgiveness from your colleagues, you have unforgiveness from people you worked with. I mean, it bogs you down, doesn't it? So that's what I would recommend now in this corona crisis. Just think about it, that yes, life is pretty short. Nobody is vulnerable. It can happen to you where you get sick and you can't actually move, and death has never been closer. So the burden of unforgiveness, please just let it go. Live one day at a time. Let's love each other. Let's pray for peace. Let's share with our neighbors, and we shall be one big happy family. It's possible. Anyway, thank you. Let's hear your views on unforgiveness and how you handled it. I've told you how I handled mine, and we will talk about the strategies and the systems you can use so that unforgiveness really works for you. One of the tips could be you take a notebook and use the alphabet and write down, like for example, A, you can say I am an angry person. Then you have to look at the things that get you angry. Or you can go to B and say I'm a bitter person. Then you have to look at the things that make you bitter. Is it from your childhood? Is it currently? Is it from your place of work? Because if you're not happy, you will not be a good student. You will be an irritated spouse. You will be a bad team leader. You will be a bad leader, as in angry, agitated, jealous, and this will not work in your favor. You will not be a great leader. Maybe, for example, if you're volunteering at church, and all this is because of your foundation. So we've got to work within ourselves and go back to our foundation, because just like you build a house, the foundation is what makes a house strong. If you're building a maisonette, for example, the foundation will determine whether your maisonette is going to be stable. If you're building a flat, maybe a 6-story, your foundation will determine whether that building is gonna hold all those other floors. So basically, people, that's it for now. So we'll talk another time. Otherwise, thank you and God bless, and we wish away coronavirus. Asanteni kutoka Kenya.